Hey y'all, I'm currently sick and cooking cake. Don't judge me. But here's a recipe I used. And I made a bunch of substitution. I substituted the sugar with erythritol. I might have to add some stevia after I taste it. Vegetable oil with olive oil, lukewarm water, vanilla extract, all-purpose flour with oat flour, baking soda, salt with Himalayan pink salt, and yeah, because I really wanted something sweet. And we had dark chocolate pretzels, but Zach, look. Oh, I got a perfect melt. Look, hold my phone. No, I'm not gonna put it on the part that's over the batter, because if it falls or I knock it over, I won't fall into the cake. I'll be mad. But yeah. Okay, so I'm about to taste it first, because I'm over here trying to warm some butter, vegan butter, because I'm gonna cook in a cast iron skillet. And then they said, there's a bunch of stuff they said when you cook in a cast iron skillet, you should grease it first and then sprinkle like some flour on it. They said also cocoa powder if you're making some chocolate, which I am, so I'm gonna sprinkle cocoa powder on it, make sure all the excess is off, and then preheat the cast iron skillet so that the crust of the cake could be like kind of crispy. And then cake apparently cooks even faster in the cast iron skillet, so I have to pay attention to that. It should be enough. And I love this oven. Look, it has a whole warmer. Ooh, and this is on 3. I'm gonna show you how it works. 1, 2, 3. So the highest level is 3, and it's not hot, but it's like if you press your finger down for long enough, it gets pretty hot. So this will melt the butter pretty well. But right now, so when I looked at the conversion of erythritol to sugar, it said that 1 cup of sugar is equal to 1 1/3 cups of erythritol. I just so happened to only have 1 cup of erythritol left, so a 1/3 cup was missing. Now I looked on the same chart, it says a 1/3 cup of erythritol is equivalent to 2 teaspoons of stevia. But before I add this, because stevia has a very bitter taste, and I'd rather not use it, but I will if I have to. But before I do all that extra, we gonna taste it. It's all chocolate, you guys. I made a cake in like 10 minutes. That's good. Okay, it is like on the less sweet side for cake, so I'm gonna try 1 teaspoon first. If you have never used stevia, then you wouldn't know. This stuff is super strong. When I use it, I'll be using drops at a time. I don't ever use like a whole teaspoon. Hopefully don't, I'm not gonna say it. Don't wanna jinx it. Okay, we gonna mix that in there real good. Gosh, I sure do hate being sick. I feel like crap. I really do. But I want a cake. Will I regret it? Maybe. Maybe not. That 1 teaspoon of stevia already made a huge difference. You know what? I'm wondering if I should even add another one, because then it might have that weird taste. Let's see. As a cake. That's perfect. I'm not making it any sweeter. But also, I'm not a sweet type of person. Like, I don't love sweet stuff. So the average person would probably think it wasn't sweet enough. I think it's just right. Okay. Always have you some stevia, because you're not gonna run out of this. You know how many times I've used it, and it's only, because you literally, outside of a big cake where I only put 1 teaspoon and it made a dramatic difference, you really just be needing drops. Like, I'd be afraid to use it when I make hot chocolate and stuff for 1 cup, because literally, first of all, but literally, it makes a huge difference. So, I'll update on the melting butter. Where's that spoon? Do that, it's gonna melt even more. And update, we are officially not using the microwave anymore. How long has it been? It's been about a month, maybe 2, since the last time I've used a microwave. Slight flex, but not really, because it's very inconvenient. First of all, we don't have an air fryer here. We're definitely gonna need to get an air fryer. Specifically because, okay, there is a convection oven. Clearly, if you were paying attention, you've seen the fans. That's the same thing as the air fryer. But it's a difference between putting something in a big oven and having a compact air fryer where it's like, you know, a big oven takes longer to preheat and stuff. It's just way quicker. Air fryers are quicker and like more compact because it's smaller. So you can do like individual meals quicker in an air fryer. In the oven, you can do big meals quicker. It takes a little longer to do individual meals. And I'm just not that patient when it comes to my food, especially because I already wait until I'm starving to death to eat, thanks to my ADHD. It could be way clearer, but I think it's the lighting. Okay, what am I doing? I'm so excited. I'm making a cake. Hold up, I'm making a cake with no frosting. What the heck am I gonna make frosting with? I wish I had whipped cream. We don't even have milk. Hold on, we have some non-dairy oat creamer. This is bomb. I had to flip the camera for this one. When I tell you, this is bomb. You can put this in black coffee, and look how much sugar it got. Only 4 grams of added sugar. and it's bomb. Now I'm about to figure out how to make some frosting out of creamer. It's all melted down. I'm gonna put y'all on the tripod. We're gonna butter this pan. Keep in mind, we just moved, so we have limited things because we got rid of a bunch of stuff from our last apartment, and I literally had to just use this. The only measuring thing we got. What did I do with the metal one? I think so. I don't know if this is the ADHD thing, OCD thing, but it's one of those things where you're very particular, and I think one of the measuring cup pieces went missing, or the ring. I think it's just the ring holder that went missing, and because of that, I have no interest in that set anymore. I don't know if it's in storage because we didn't get everything out of storage yet, or if I threw it away or gave it away. Well, I wouldn't throw it away. Gave it away, but I want a new one. And I'm not even engaging in the one we have not until at all, because no, whenever I have anything missing from a set, which rarely happens, keep in mind, because I'm so particular about my stuff. But if that happens, then I'm done with it. I've gotten better because, look, I'm distracted. But we have these, right? And these are too expensive to just throw away. But there's a reason why that one's sitting there without a cap and that one's sitting. It's because if you accidentally put them in the oven, the silicone seam part and the plastic melt. I don't know why they wouldn't have made it to where it doesn't melt. Or just made the lids glass. I don't know. But anyways, it irks me every time I think of it. But I have to get over it. I will get over it because it's nothing. There's bigger things to worry about in life. To reason this pan. And why is my tripod doing this? Okay, you're good now, but you're not. Okay, are you done? Okay, cool. Be done then. Okay, it's time to grease the pan like you grease your scalp. Get all the nooks and crannies. Come on, phone, get in. Like, another thing, why am I so pressed about keeping this in the circle? It's not cooking. Get over it. But then your brain's like, it's not centered. So you hurry up and do it so you can center it back. Ooh, I'm making a mess. I always make the biggest mess on the stove. I never get that. The counter will be pretty clean, but the stove will be dirty. Like, that's cocoa powder right there. How is cocoa powder on the stove? Oh, I migrated over here for a minute when I was pouring it in the measuring cup. Okay, and then what they had said, oh, that's plenty of butter. They said to sprinkle, oh, some chunks. Look at all this. Golly, what? Oh my gosh. This stuff expires in December, so I can use as much as I need. But making hot chocolate and everything, I don't like wasting at all. Not on purpose anyways. Why is it doing this? Stay. Whatever. I don't think any other way. Okay, I gotta wash my hands. Okay, so we're back. I wiped the counter off a little bit, and I tapped out the excess chocolate powder. Right now, I'm just gonna put this cake up in there. It's a heavy bowl alone. Not one of them plastic bowls, but one of them aluminum bowls. This is a glass Pyrex bowl. Oh, yeah, I forgot to preheat the pan. That's a me thing. I do that. So, it won't be all crispy and whatnot, but it's still gonna be cake. So it says to preheat the oven to 375. I'm not gonna use convection because it might cook it too fast. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I'm just gonna use regular convection. If you didn't know, the difference between convection and convention is a fan. The convection is a fan that circulates the heat so it cooks more evenly. And because it cooks more evenly, it cooks quicker. And I don't know if I want my cake to cook too quick because it's already in a cast iron skillet. So we're gonna do one at a time, not two at a time. To where cooking 5 minutes and then cake is weird. Y'all remember growing up and being able to lick the bowl and stuff? I'm too sick to do that. I'm so Zach wants to. Yeah, he happily took the bowl and a whisk. So that cake is gonna sit there until the oven preheats. It's on 175 right now. I'm about to figure out how to make some frosting. All right, the oven is preheated. The oven is preheated. I got this. Oh, it's hot. I got these silicone oven mitts, and you can't even grab stuff very good in them. It's so frustrating. So I was so excited. I'm like, finally mitts that aren't fabric, but it's hard to grab. I don't know if it's because my hands are, no, it's not, because Zach had problems too. It's not because my hands are small. It's very aggravating. See, these are my fingers. I'm trying to grab with this, the actual front part, while my fingers are here. It's weird. Once you solve one problem, another one arises. I'm gonna stick beside them, and these are for the pots. These are for, you know, grabbing the pot. These aren't, you can't use these to grab stuff out the oven because the heat will go through. It came with 2 of them mitts. I really don't know where the other one is right now. And then 2 of these. And I keep them on the thing for now. And apparently this thing is not for oven use, so I took it off because I'm not trying to damage it before I barely use it. Ugh, y'all, I'm so sick. Hopefully I don't look sick, but I got a fever, but it's like a low-grade fever. I don't have one of those coughing, sinus stuff, like runny nose. Well, I wouldn't even say runny because it's not really runny, but every now and then I gotta blow it because it gets runny. What is it? I had a sore throat. It's not as sore anymore, but the more I cough, the more it's gonna hurt. So we're gonna have to order some cough drops. I had cough drops from the last time I was sick, but Zach ate the rest like it was candy. Oh my gosh. He has the sweet tooth. I don't be having a sweet tooth. I mean, this is a bad time to say that, but I usually don't be having a sweet tooth. Zach has a sweet tooth. I be having a savory tooth. I always want savory foods, and I looked it up, and they said it's when you're really hungry, you crave savory foods. And it's because I normally wait till I'm super hungry to eat, unless I have alarm set to tell myself when to eat. So I normally crave savory foods. Like, I'll want to eat fruit to be healthy, and I will not have any, what do you call it? I won't want it. Like, I want to eat it, but I'll be like, fruit is too sweet. I don't want nothing sweet. I want something salty. Not even salty, just savory, not on the sweet side. And it aggravated me so much. I was like, that's the problem. It's how you gonna eat healthy? The main way to eat healthy is eating fruits. And you don't want to eat fruit. But if I make myself eat, not make myself. Okay, this is a part of the routine that I've been setting for myself. Eating at certain times, because these are around the times where I am hungry. I just don't realize I'm hungry. So if I remind myself to eat, then I'll more than likely end up getting like something with fruit and stuff. That's when I eat the healthiest, when I remind myself to eat. When my body tells me I'm hungry, I'm starving to death. If I say out my mouth I'm hungry, I'm not hungry, I'm starving to death. Because I didn't withheld the fact that I was hungry for some reason. Didn't even know it, but I did. Oh, they have different color handles. You can get a name. Well, I get a black one and the pen is black. I'd be doing the most with it. So if I mess this up, I can get another one and they have blue. Ooh, we're in here trying to do the Baltimore strut challenge. And I keep doing like an old school two-step. I'm not doing the right thing and I don't know what I do wrong. It's hard. There's some things that I learn like that, and there's some things like, and this is one of those things where it's like, oh. Okay, when you see me, I'm gonna be making some frosting. Y'all, I just realized I have not, okay, we can say like 5 minutes, because I have not been timing this cake. And I am the worst person when it comes to, it says 25 to 30 minutes until a toothpick insert in the center comes out. Oh, and I got toothpicks. Well, we got toothpicks. We have, they're not in here. Oh, back there. Yes, I didn't put them up yet. They're out here with the spices. I have all the spices out on the counter because I have like a spice organization thing that I gotta do a video to, and I don't know why I haven't done the video yet. I could do it whenever. I should do that video soon. Oh yes, because I have a lot of videos to edit, and I get really anxious about making more videos when I have to edit videos. Like this video right here, this is literally like on a whim type of video. I had no intention on making any more videos until I started editing the ones I already had. I was on the roll with that, but a bunch of happened. So we ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, this close to finally, what was I saying? Toothpick. Timer, 20 minutes to 30. We're gonna do 20. Okay, so for the frosting, I kind of don't know what the hell I'm doing because I have the small pot in the freezer with the whisk and the creamer I showed y'all about. I had it warming on the center thing. Then I read something and it said chill the frosting afterwards. Yeah, I hope I'm doing it the right way. But anyways, I was like, okay, so if I chill afterwards, then why don't I just chill it with the pot and whisk? So like when I whisk it, it stay cold and then it thickens. And I looked up how to thicken frosting with, if I can thicken frosting with cornstarch, because they told me to put a whole bunch of powdered sugar and I ain't doing all that sugar stuff. And they said, yeah, it's the best way to thicken your frosting without, cornstarch is the best way to thicken your frosting without changing the flavor. And I'm gonna add vanilla extract as well, and maybe a drop or 2 of stevia to add some sweetness. But the creamer in itself already has 4 grams of sugar, brown sugar to be exact. And I might add cocoa powder if I need to, but I'd rather not. I'd rather keep it like a non-chocolate frosting. I'd rather be a non-chocolate frosting. But if I have to, then I'll add it. It's fun talking to the camera again. Okay, I'm gonna play a video because I'm bored. So I just checked the cake. Definitely not done yet. So it's at 25 minutes to 30 minutes. So I added the extra 5 minutes and we'll see how the toothpick looks after. All right, so after an extra 5 minutes, there's still sticky stuff on the toothpick. So another 5 minutes. So it seems like it's gonna take the actual full 30 minutes. Oh, why I say non-stick pans, it cooked faster, because clearly it doesn't. The cake is throw that away. I'm getting sleepy. All right, y'all, so at this point, it's been 30 minutes. The recipe said 25 to 30 minutes, and there's still a little bit on the toothpick. I'm gonna take it out because I'm not trying to have dry cake. It's supposed to be a moist cake recipe, so maybe that's why. All right, so I'm about to start making the frosting. Took this, and this out the freezer, and this is like trial and error. I'm just gonna update y'all as we go. Okay. So it's literally 1 in the morning. I'm sleepy. I started making the frosting and I'm like, why isn't it thickening? And then I look up, do you have to heat up cornstarch in order for it to thicken? They say, yeah, you do have to let it boil a little bit in order for it to gelatinize. Yeah, they use the word gelatinize. That's a word. Yeah. And I'm like, ugh, so the stove. And when it thickens, I'm gonna have to put it in the freezer. Giving not gonna be able to taste the cake till like 2 in the morning because after it boils, it's gonna take a good hour to get cold. And then I'll spread it on the cake, which is done. Y'all want to see the cake? It blends into the cast iron. Like, it's black. It looks like they call it devil's food cake, those dark chocolate cakes. I knew I put a little more dark chocolate than it asked, but let's see the picture. How much? The picture looks milky. It looks more milk chocolate. But also, that could just be the outside of it, and the inside could probably be like, I don't know. I put extra dark chocolate in though. But regardless, I know it's gonna be good, especially with this frosting. Oh, I'm ready. Y'all, I messed around and put 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in it. I just did one, but then again, I didn't know I had to heat it. Look at this. And it stuck to this whisk. So what I'm gonna do is take that off the eye. I'm gonna add some water. How much? Probably just like a 1/4 cup of water to that butter. We're gonna at least get it off the whisk. I'm gonna use a fork now and then put it in the freezer to cool. And I'm gonna show you the consistency before I put it in the freezer. This time it's buttercream consistency. I ain't no whipped nothing. I'm gonna have to put a whole 1/2 cup in. I wish y'all could see. Or 1/2 cup of water. That butter probably is not gonna make much of a difference. I'm not gonna waste it since it's already in there. Might as well not. The stuff is still away. Okay, it's coming off. That's as good as it's gonna get for right now. My hand itch. Get this fork with this stuff up there. It's hot. The consistency is already giving icing though. That's the crazy part. It's interesting, pretty interesting. Might have to add more water because it's a little lump. So we'll say a whole cup of water. I'm gonna add another 1/2 cup. Not again, water again. I'll be back. In case y'all didn't know, I'm doing this. First of all, look at the consistency. See that? Do. Nice and runny. Well, not runny. It's still thick like gravy-like. But let's talk about the flavor maintained. Does not taste like anything outside of the original. Ooh, it's tasty. Now, I do have to put it in the freezer, and I'll get back to y'all when that happens. I just added some vanilla extract to it and some 2 drops of stevia outside of the water. Yeah. I feel like I should put foil on this. I left the warming center on. It was more than I needed. I'm about to sit down and relax because I feel exhausted. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I really wanted it, so putting this in the freezer and I'll be back when it's time to frost this cake.